Hold on. Wait. Wack.
Police that ever been done in the history
Hold
of podcasting.
Now we got DJ Akademiks and Wack100 having a very spirited conversation about this ongoing case with Big U, Loose Cannon, and Bricc Baby. And it seemed like to me, Wack was violating Ak, but y'all tell me. Make sure y'all like the video and subscribe. Let's get it.
Yeah, bro.
What
you want me to do? Stand at the bathroom and tell every grown man how many times to shake his dick and wipe his ass? Fuck out of here.
No, I'm trying to have a consensus.
I ain't telling no grown man shit.
I'm trying to have a consensus saying
I'm not telling no grown man shit.
So you think these street niggas should continue?
I'm not telling no grown man shit. Do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Fuck you and everybody else who want to try to make me a babysitter.
No,
Don't
Wack.
words to me.
Wack.
I'm not telling the grown man shit.
No, Wack. I'm not making you a babysitter.
I'm not telling the grown man shit.
Wack, let me tell you this. I remember when someone said, "Hey, listen, they used the video of yours in court." I started to look to say, "Hey, listen, I'm not trying to get no." And by the way, it's not like I have these guys on my platforms and they're saying it. I don't want to get nobody indicted or locked up. If they said the way how Ak is doing this is how we're locking people up, I would change. So I'm only saying this to say this is the first RICO case that they've ever mentioned podcast this much. I think podcasts should probably take note. You don't think so?
We're different people. My homies wouldn't be fucking my bitch in my backyard either. See how we different people? So you're different people, right? I'm telling you, I don't edit. I don't upload. And I'm not telling a grown man a motherfucking thing.
So wait, Wack. So you still, like, after watching all of this shit with this Big U RICO, you would still...
I'm not telling a grown man shit.
I'm not saying you telling them. I'm talking about your actions. You would still be on either Clubhouse or anything else discussing people current street situations, knowing that these just got wrapped up and their words have been used against them?
So the only thing we discuss is what's on the work. It's on the work, we running it.
Wack, you were discussing Bricc Baby not going to court and there was no work that existed at that time. So you're discussing his current street situation.
Wait. Say that again.
There was no paperwork that existed, but you were discussing.
That's why we discussed it. You bitch ass nigga. How you ain't got a court date and no bail information? Now,
hold on. Wait. But Wack, why is that online content?
No.
Why is that online content though?
Because that's what we want it to be, motherfucker. The fuck is you talking about, you police ass? Why did you take motherfucking Takeoff fucking shooting, sit here like the DEA, still frame it, circle shit, break down who had on what color what, who had on what shoes?
I got the best answer. Go.
Shut your
fuck
ass up.
Wait. Wack.
Police shit that ever been done in the history of fucking podcasting.
Hold on.
You sat there on the open fucking murder case.
Wait. Hold on. Wack.
Down the shirt. Fuck all that. Now it's up.
No. Wack.
With the 100 side of the trenches.
Hold on.
It's
Wack.
up and we stuck.
Wait, Wack.
It's the most police
Wack,
ever done
here's the difference.
in the history of fucking podcasting.
Wait, Wack.
Did you not?
Wait, Wack. Are you gonna let me say the difference?
Did you not?
Wack.
Did you not?
The difference is, I know I did it and I admit it. Everybody else is doing it and claim they're not.
Okay.
I know I did it. No. I said I'm solving this. Wack, I literally said I'm solving a murder alive. Everybody else is doing it and acting like they're keeping the street. Hold on. As long as everybody say what I did with the Takeoff shit was police shit, I'm a civilian. What y'all are doing is police shit too. We all doing police shit. If we admit it, let's go. We all hold hands and do police shit.
Listen.
That's all I'm saying.
Let me explain something to you. If we got to work, or we know you working, we're going, listen, if I wasn't telling that nigga you got caught, bitch ass nigga, and you working right now today, one thing everybody can't say is Wack didn't call it and this nigga didn't lie. He lied right here on your platform, right? Now,
Wack,
I had to call
I'm
him
with
out.
you.
Hold on.
Wack, hold on. The key point you're about to skip over, I said, and I'm admitting, that Takeoff shit is I do police shit on here all the time. I solve crimes.
Yeah, we buy that. Okay.
Hold on.
So,
As
nigga,
long as you say that the 100 side does it too. We all do police shit.
We will continue to read and run paperwork. I don't give a fuck what it's about.
Okay. So, and by the way, everybody knows you f***ing with Ak. Ak is liable to do some police shit. Or will you say the same or no?
What you mean? Like, nigga, I'm just correcting you because you talking about what we doing. We don't do what you do. That was a wide
Wack,
open
you know
murder
this case
nigga.
more than me. You mentioned the allegation of a murder before
You know
we ever
why?
seen a work.
Because, listen,
We never seen a work.
Listen, and at least 5 of our rooms on the 100 side, I got a guy named Prince that if I brought him in here right now, he can recite the whole shit to you. You know why? We have rooms on the 100 side called Murder Mystery, where we didn't ran through the whole indictment. We got the morning show where we didn't ran through the whole motherfucking
Wack.
indictment.
The only thing I would say is that with the Takeoff thing, I got the murder suspect.
You didn't read no indictment.
No.
Over fucking video footage.
Wack, you didn't read no indictment. You basically went to talk to the victim or the victim's mom. So we did the both same thing, except you were right. I was wrong.
Hey, bro. We're talking to two people who giving us. We know they're giving us wrong information. We didn't give a. You look. Do you know what that content was designed to do?
What?
The same shit what Big U did to me, antagonized the fuck out of him. He got me back on his turn in. Nigga, he say shit, they ask me questions.
He did make it hot for you. He was trying to make it hot for you. He was trying to go crazy on you.
Okay, but guess what? Looking at what he said and looking at the indictment, can you say, Big U, you said some bullshit on Wack because that you said is supported by the indictment paperwork, right? But he shot his shot, so I gotta answer questions. So what we did, when we hear these ladies telling us wrong murder dates, wrong murder years, and this gonna happen, and you asking us for money after the fact.
Wack, here's the difference.
Trolling.
I give you the big difference.
Is trolling. We press play, and guess what? We sat back and we wanted to watch him get questioned, and people tapping him on the shoulder. His homies call us. You think they don't call us and say, yeah, we was at the park today and they asked Cuz about that. What'd he say? And he got mad and stormed off. That's all we want to hear.
All right, now, Ak can try to pretend like he didn't feel that disrespect, but here's the bottom line. These street dudes, they'll play with these bloggers, but at the end of the day, you're just somebody they can use when it comes to your platform. They treat Akademiks the same way, and they treat Adam22 the same way as well. When it really comes down to it, all of that laughing and joking, that's cool. But if they feel like you're disrespecting them as the blogger or the corny dude, and Wack100 thinking he's the street dude, he feels like Akademiks is not able to speak to him in a certain way. And it came out a little bit in that conversation. And like I said, if you saw the video, Ak was laughing and smiling like it wasn't a big deal. But the people was watching. And it just told me, no matter how much Wack and Ak kick it and do business together, he still looks at Akademiks as if he's beneath him or he's some nerd or some scrub that he can walk all over. And I say that respectfully. I'm not saying that's how I feel about Ak. I'm just saying that's how these street dudes look at these big media empires. Whether it's Vlad, whether it's Akademiks, whether it's Adam22, don't ever think they'll look at y'all and feel like y'all equal. But let's get down to what the conversation was really about. And at the end of the day, all of us do stuff that some of these street dudes could consider as snitching or police type stuff. And it's very funny that Wack100 feels like he can pretend as if everybody on the internet doesn't call him a snitch, doesn't say he's police. As soon as this Rollin 60s lawsuit came up, everybody was pointing at Wack and saying he had something to do with it and that he was snitching. So while he's on Clubhouse trying to point fingers at everybody else being a snitch, the entire internet is constantly pointing a finger back at him. So ain't no point in feeling some type of way when Akademiks call you out on it, because that's what both of y'all do. It's like two fat dudes arguing about who's fatter. Y'all both fat. And ironically, they are both fat. So I'm going to jump in it as another fat Negro and say, we all be snitching sometimes when it comes to this content game. Whether it's me, whether it's Ak, whether it's Wack100, Joe Budden, you know, you can try to not get too deep with the street stuff. But when you choose that lane, especially with Wack100, who makes the street stuff his 100% main content, rolling the paperwork, as he says, yeah, bro, people look at you and say you doing too much all the time. It don't, your street affiliation is out the window when you get on a microphone and when you start putting out videos and when you start to become a part of a podcast and all this other stuff. Now, I can see Act trying to say, well, you know, when certain situations happen, I try to change my content because I don't want people to be hurt or harmed by my content. But at the end of the day, that's the name of the game. Because if I really wanted to sit here and like break down how many people have been hurt by Akademiks platform or Adam's platform, No Jumper, or even Wack100, I could do it all day. At the end of the day, it don't matter what your intentions is, because you still trying to get a check. And everybody can have feelings after they get the check. But when you trying to get the check, you don't care about what's going out there as long as it ends up with you making money. And that's the real about the situation. Wack can try to pretend like it's something that it's not, but at the end of the day, I'm sure he ain't crazy. I'm sure he ain't, you know, with his girl 24/7, where he don't see all of these people constantly saying, hey, Wack, all that stuff you do on social media, it looks like snitching. And yeah, he has enough of a street reputation that he can still walk around and maintain that image. But at the end of the day, I'm sure a lot of those people who interact with him behind his back think he be doing too much on social media. And that's a fact. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.